Today is the 22nd day of July, 2024. It's a Monday. It's 15 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. And this is the Morning Muse. I'm reintegrating here at the game farm after a week of evolutionary movement and play with the EMP crew. Up at Sunray Shire. I noticed the tripod move as I invoke that name. Yesterday, in the closing moments of that week of practice, I was invited to play with two metaphors. One being that of the thread, and the other being that of the coal. So, metaphor is obviously very useful, very powerful, if used wisely, when applied wisely. And in service to conveying the deep joy and developing the corresponding capacity for the acceptance and incorporation of grief. The muse, it seems, wants to play, wants to further develop those two metaphors. So the way that they manifested yesterday in spontaneous articulation, what occurred spontaneously, naturally, was the anchoring of a spider web. So a spider web, the spider works with what could easily be understood as threads. The web is a weaving, and it follows a pattern. Anchor, anchor, anchor. So there's a minimum of 2 anchors. Which when I say that, what occurs to me is the experiences that I've had with spiders drifting in the wind on their thread. So it's a very ephemeral anchoring. So the spider's abdomen is anchored to one end of the thread, and it isn't exactly the other end that's anchored, but there's the entire structure of the thread with the body of the spider anchored to it, to one end of it. And it appears suspended in the current of the atmosphere, which occurs within the gravitational field of the planet. That gravitational field providing the orientation. So yesterday, in the muse, in the play with the metaphor, 3 anchors occurred. Particular bodies of particular people. And today I noticed the 3 pads on the tripod there. So that's sufficient elaboration, development for today. That's 6 minutes or so into the muse. So then the coal. So the coal, nothing explicitly associated with the coal yesterday in the speech, in my patterns of speech, in the words that I spoke. I didn't explicitly address the coal. So that metaphor the coal is in here. It's in the body. There's a maybe center of heat. There's energy emanating from the body. That's sufficient for today, I suppose. So when a coal forms, when a coal is brought into existence, when a coal becomes recognizable as a coal, that is invariably the consequence of an external agent acting in relation with that coal, such that the coal transforms and begins to emanate energy. So the prompt yesterday was, what is the coal that I wish to carry forth from the experience of the week? And that's pretty easy for me to answer. Everybody, this body, everybody bears within it, carries inherent capacities. to balance, to breathe, to learn, to grow, to stretch, to attend. To make dynamic, to play. In the earth's field of gravity. Oh, such discovery, regardless of circumstance. Every circumstance affords certain play. And that play discovering what play is available every moment. That's an adventure. Thank you for your very careful attention.